kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and more. Sprinting away. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. With the run on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Play action. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They get to the line quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. He'll do it himself. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the ground with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Leaves it with the back. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll give it to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete to the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try the run. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Might as well give it to him again. Hard running there. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Leaves it with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's the handoff. Running through contact. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
all you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be knocked down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have...
There he goes. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They'll run play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going over the top. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And now this offense will take the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Right on the money. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
He'll pull it on the read. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It's complete on the right side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. The give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running back searching for a hole. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The give to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Got a man, it's Burks. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. No huddle, offense to the line. Quick release on the RPO. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. They'll run the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Hand off from the shotgun. Spins away. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Gets it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to pound it in. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. There he goes! Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Give to the running back.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They'll give it to the back. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ball State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second and long here, but objective number one, keep that clock moving. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.